Peace and shalom, family. What's going on? It's your brother Divine Prospect, Kingdom Homage Ministries, back in the building. What's going on? Got something special to y'all. Well, something special for y'all. Man, trust me, it's been a long week already for me. All right. Something special for y'all, for those of you who are out in Baltimore, Maryland. I had made a post a couple days ago letting y'all know that I will be out of town in Baltimore, Maryland, taking care of some work. And that if enough people reached out, I'll be more than willing to meet up and, chat and say what's up. Well, tonight is that night. So if you're in Baltimore, the surrounding area, or anywhere within Maryland, and you can make it to dinner, this meet and greet that we're having tonight, it's about an hour from now. The address is in the description below. All right. So I'm going to just give me a second, because I was trying to work out this camera system while I'm here. I didn't really think it all out. I knew I was going to go live at some point, but didn't really get the camera situations sorted out the way I would like to. So I'm working with multiple cameras right now. So right now, this is my iPhone camera that I'm using. I have another camera here, and in this particular hotel room does not have the best of lighting, unfortunately. So I'm working with whatever is here. I didn't think I'd need to bring my own light, but going forward, I probably should. I mean, when I've live streamed in the past at hotels, I've always had adequate lighting, but unfortunately, this spot does not have that. So it is what it is, right? So I'm working here as a contractor, working with an agency to do some work for Oracle, specialized work for Oracle out here. So they're taking care of all the hotels and travel and stuff like that. So they're not going to put you in the fanciest hotel because they're trying to save money. So I got to work with what I got. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really bring the best equipment, but this is the best I could do. Let me know if the audio is good, hit 1. If the video is good, hit 1. The audio is good, hit 1. If the video is good, hit 1. I'm gonna try to see, because I have about 3 cameras I can work with. I'm not sure which one is going to be the best, but I will give some things a shot. So let me see for a second what I can do with this camera system. I actually hold it like this, and actually do this entire session, but that's going to be strenuous. So give me a minute. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, I wish I had something to hold the camera like this. This would probably be better. But then again, I'm also working off my hotspot on my phone. So they walk ahead of 1. He said the audio and video is good. Okay. I don't know, man. My voice now may be a little bit far away. Maybe I should use my AirPods. Let me see. Yeah, didn't really think this through as much as I'd like to, but just give me a second. Let me see what I can work out. 1 second. Let me see what I can do. Let's see if we can situate this. Just give me 1 second. Let me see what I can do. Let me try this right here. See, maybe that's better. Let's see. All right, how's that? It's not as crisp, but it's gonna have to work. But let me go ahead and get my AirPods so that you can hear me better. 1 second. All right. So hit 1 if the audio is good, and hit 1 if the video is good. Let me know. This setup is making me look super high yellow, so feel a kind of way about that. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I have the camera over here. Let me move it a little bit, and I think that this light It's making me look crazy. Hold on 1 second. I promise I'm not this high yellow in real life. Oh, praise to the Most High, man. All right, so this is gonna have to do for now, family. So without further ado, what's going on, Baltimore, Maryland? All right, I'm up in your city. All right, doing this contract work. I've traveled from hotel to hotel, and then I got to fly out from here and go to Waynesboro, Virginia, and doing some more work out there. Um, and all the while, I'm working in the evening and I'm working during the day. So it's like a double shift, you know what I'm saying? And then have a little bit of time in between. But since I had a little bit of time this evening, if you are in the Baltimore area, again, I made the post. So nobody can't say that I didn't tell you on in advance. I made the post like 3 days ago. And I put the post out on the channel. So make sure you're always watching for the post that we put on the channel. And I said, yo, I'll be in Baltimore. Email us, hit us up, let us know that you are in the area and that you're interested. We can meet up. You know what I'm saying? So far, I clocked in about 12, 13 people who said they want to meet up. So if y'all in the area, the address is down below. You have 1 hour to beat us there, and I will be there. And I look forward to meeting y'all. All right, if y'all can make it. All right, salute to all the peoples in the building. Give a couple of shout outs in a second. So those of you coming in, hit 1 if you can hear well. Hit 1 if you can see me well. Let me know if the audio visual is on par before we move forward. And again, disclaimer, I am not this high yellow in person. I'm light skinned, but I ain't this high yellow. All right. This is not the best visuals, but we're going to have to work with what we got. All right. Let me give a couple of shout outs in the building, man. A couple of shout outs in the building. Shout out to Jaslyn Berry, Shalom. Mr. Jeshu on 144, Shalom. Yemyaya, JRJK1, Shalom. Day Walker, Shalom. What's going on? Let's see who else we got in here. I Cooper 5, Shalom. User HU1Y Hugh5XM9I in the building. TX Mando in the building. Whooping feet in the building. What's going on, man? Let me see. Ice U Cole, Shalom. B1G Cotton, Shalom. Mac the Messianic, Shalom. Yasaf Da'ach, Shalom. I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody for now. If you in the building, you want to shout out, just say shalom. I got you, family. I got you. All right. Let me see. I don't know if this is gonna be any better, but so I don't have nothing formal for this live. I saved that for the Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday. I haven't been live in about 2 weeks, man. It's hurting me a lot, man. I love getting on the live stream, putting in work, meeting some new people that jump in the chat. Putting out the information for the people. Love doing that, but it's been pretty rough the past couple of weeks. But I will be live this Friday. Y'all willing, I will be live. I'm striving, I'm pushing, I'm making sure I'm live. So that way y'all can get some quality information. We can build, work collaboratively, and put our hand to the plow and get this work done for the kingdom. That's why we're here. You know what I'm saying? All praises. Shout out to Big Chief Prince Vision in the building. Shalom. So, yo, I just came here to let y'all know I'm in Baltimore. I'm in Bmore. All right. We're going to meet up in about an hour. Details in the description below. Beat us there if you're in the city, if you're in the surrounding areas, or if you know anybody else that is in Bmore and they want to meet up with some quality brews in the region, hit us up, man. You can also email us. Our contact number is in the description below in case you want to text or call. If you're on the way, you want further instruction or whatever the case may be. But it's down below. All right. It's called the Green Turtle. It's near Owings Springs in Maryland, and the details in the description below. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on, man. Let's see. Shout out to Terrell Barnett, 3655. He says, hey, Devon, just sign up for your Patreon coming over from Varsity. Quick question. What would you say is the best way to move beyond the basics after working through Gary Practical's Biblical Hebrew? Any advice on how to really deepen fluency and reading ability? Also, do you teach or plan to teach Hebrew classes? All right. Great question. So if you want a more advanced class, beyond that basics and biblical Hebrew. So let's say you've taken that, you've mastered it, or you have a good literacy and utilizing it, and you want to go to the next step. We do have additional classes that's available, and I'd be more than happy to share it with you. So if you're on Patreon, Terrell, just email me divineprospectkhm@gmail.com or send me a message on Patreon and I'll tap you into it. Also, I do consultations for Hebrew. So I don't teach the class formally like I used to, but I do coaching sessions. So if you need a coaching session, in the description below, there's a link that you can make an appointment. Make sure you choose Patreon, set up an appointment. And if you need some Hebrew coaching to get you to the next level, I'm more than happy to assist you with that. All right. So definitely click that link below, set up an appointment, let's chat, or hit me up on Patreon, DM me on Patreon, and I'll get you to the next level, brother. No problem. No problem. No problem. Shout out to RNT 2564, Shalom. I really can't enjoy the city. It's not really much. Only thing that I did really was go to the movies. And I went to go see, what's that, Avatar Fire and Ash. And that's it. Because I've been working day, been working night. So it's kind of rough to do much. And again, I didn't plan on coming out here. This was not like something I planned, oh, let me go and do a trip to Baltimore because it's cold out here. It's freezing. Yo, it's freezing out here, man. And this is one of the reasons why I don't miss moving from the Northeast because, man, it is freezing. And I'm not saying it don't get cold in Atlanta around this time, but not like this. This is really treacherous. And I remember, you know what I'm saying, living in New York. You know, I lived in New York for how many years, man? I've been living there since I was like 30 years old. Yeah, this year would be 30 years old. No, actually, let me see. I moved to Atlanta in 2013. So it's been about 13 years. Wow. Yeah, I was about 29 years old. So almost 30 years in New York, man. And then from the time I moved to Atlanta on to now, going back and forth to New York. I don't want to live in New York no more, man. I love the city. I love my family and friends that's there. But I can't live in New York, man. The weather is crazy. Because New York even gets extreme heat there too, man. I remember several summers where it was like 100 degrees in New York. It's crazy. And then extreme winters is even worse. Man, New York is overpopulated. The cost of living is high. It's rough in New York, man. Shout out to all my New Yorkers who's still in New York, man. Y'all toughing it out. They say if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. And I'm going to say this, man. No matter wherever I'm at on God's green earth, I'm going to know how to make it. I'm going to know how to get it. I'm going to know how to do the will of Yah wherever I go because I come from New York. And New York has trained me and taught me a lot of stuff, man. And now that I'm tapped into the Most High, unstoppable. All praises to the Most High, man. I ain't saying if you from any other city, you can't do the same. I'm just saying New Yorkers, we just a different breed. That's all I got to say, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't banging for my city. I'm just saying, speaking facts based on my experience. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So all praises to the Most High, man. So let me see what's going on. Yeah, yo, my brother, you've been saying this for a while. I think you've been saying this for what, like 3 years now? 3-4 years? I think you've been saying since 2020, 2021 or 2022. Yeah, I mean, yo, Oklahoma City, man. Yeah, I've been to Oklahoma City. Wow. Verbal acuity's off today. Oklahoma City, about 3 times, I think. And the first time I was there was on YouTube. I went there for an event. on YouTube. You can find it with me on Oklahoma City on YouTube. OKC. But if we have 10 or more people, if you in OKC and you want a chapter, y'all know what to do. Just email us, kingdomharbinger@gmail.com. Let us know that you are interested in KHM coming to your city, and we make it happen. Remember, the CSRM, that's what we push it in 2026. I did a post yesterday for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I was trying to go live, but man, I was tired. And like I told you, I was working. It's rough, man. It's rough. So I didn't have the energy to get on the live and be active like I would like to. You know what I'm saying? So I just mostly just rested in and just worked. You know what I'm saying? Like I working overnights from like 9 to like 4 or 5 in the morning. It's crazy. So it was a lot. And then flying in and all of that, it was just a lot, jet lag. It was crazy. And before I left, I didn't even get a lot of sleep. I got maybe 2 hours or something of sleep before I got on the plane to get here and all that. It was rough. So I wasn't able to go to live, but I said, look, I got to do at least a post in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. And I try every year to do a post for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And the objective of the post is to pay homage to Martin Luther King Jr., right? To give respect where respect's due. He did the best he could with what he had. I can't get mad at him for information he did not know. You know what I'm saying? So for what he attempted to do, he did the best he could with the resources and manpower that he had. He was unfortunately assassinated and killed. I'm not going to speak on my thoughts on that because I kind of worked that out. You remember ever seeing that that meme? I forgot the guy's name, where he has all these different pictures and stuff on the wall and he's drawing lines to them and he's like, yeah, I've mapped that out about 8-9 years ago from what I discovered that happened to. I've spoken to some people who work closely with Dr. King. Obviously, they're much older and who gave me their insights. I interviewed 2 people. I never released it on YouTube before. So I got a good picture on what happened to him. And I'm going to say this, it was an inside job. It definitely was an inside job. He was set up. But nonetheless, he did the best he could with what he had. And I ain't going to shame the elder for that. You know what I mean? Your ancestor, and I ain't going to shame him for that. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate your work, Martin Luther King. But one thing that I will say is that towards the end of his life, he realized that I think I integrated my people into a burning house. He understood that. He started waking up and started to change what he was saying in the last year of his life. Go back and watch his interviews in the last year. He even hints at the fact that he knows that he was going to get assassinated and he knew it was going to be from his own people. And it's mostly like that. Same thing with Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? If the FBI didn't get them, the local police force didn't get them, like Fred Hampton and others, it was drugs and it was their own people, right? So infiltration is crazy. So in order to really honor and respect Martin Luther King, you have to be able to take what he started and move it to completion, because from the 60s to 2026, I mean, that's what, 60 years? You know what I'm saying? How much has changed in 60 years? How much has changed? And my thing is, if we call ourselves Israelites, if some people here is from the Black church and they're woke, whatever the case may be, what are you contributing to that dream into a full-on reality, right? Hold on real quick. That's my alarm. So I said, yo, let me do a post in honor of him like I normally do, so that we can show you how we really taking that dream and make it into reality. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested on that, go back on the post on this channel and check out the post on this channel, because the post that I put on this channel is a tribute to him and how the covenant social reconstruction model is going to take what he did and it's going to complete the work that he started, what he intended to do. Him and Malcolm X, what they intended to do and what they could not do. I take elements of both of those things and we put Yah as a foundation to support and hold it up. And then we take principles from out of Torah and fuse it within. And then we turning into a blueprint that can be implemented anywhere on this planet. It's no games. All right, let me see what's going on. You're asking a couple of questions. I ain't got much time. Got about 20-something minutes, and then I got to be out. Let's see. Let's see. You already know. All praises. NYC like the final boss. Facts. All right, let me see. Quick question. Quick clarification, if you don't mind. I've heard you say in the debate that you're not a Christian, but an Israelite. Can you explain what you meant by that? Okay. I don't identify as a Christian at all. I'm not a Christian. I do not call myself a Christian. I no longer identify as a Christian. You're going to say, oh, you don't identify as a Christian, but you believe in Christ, right? I subscribe to Yeshua Bar Yosef. So when it comes to Christ, that term Christ, Christos, is a title, right? Christos is the anointed one who is smeared with oil, one who is anointed, from the Hebrew Mashiach, right? And we can see Mashiach also from Isaiah chapter 45, where Cyrus was a Mashiach, right? And then you have the word Yeshua, which would mean salvation. You know, we had Joshua, who was the understudy of Moshe, and his name was salvation, right? Or Yah salvation. So when it comes to the term Christian, the early followers of Yeshua did not call themselves Christian. When I say the earliest followers, I'm talking about the Jews who followed him, did not call themselves Christian. That title was given to them, and they accepted the title. Just like Black people say, in America, we were called the N-word. And I don't want to say the whole thing out because they'll block this live. But the N-word with the hard ER, the N-er, that's not something that we chose for ourselves. Some people say, oh, what about I'm in the Niger that's mentioned in the New Testament? That's a derivative of it, but that's not how they applied it here in America directly. So that's a whole nother conversation. But what I'm saying is we will call that. We didn't choose that word for ourselves. We will call that. And eventually we accepted it and turned into a term of endearment. But we didn't call ourselves that. Before we got here, we wasn't calling ourselves that. So what I'm saying is when those earliest followers doing what they do at Antioch, that's what they was called Christians. They did not entitle themselves that because Yeshua never said that's what his followers were. That's not what they were. And historically, if you look in the first century, second and third century, all of those Jews who were Messianic, who kept Torah and accepted Yeshua as the Messiah, they never called themselves Christians. They either were called the people of the way, which you'll see in the book of Acts, Ebionites, Nazarenes. They had every other title but Christian. They did not self-entitle themselves as Christians. So my pedigree goes back to those earliest followers who are called by academia Jewish Christians, and I follow the things that they follow. I don't call myself a Christian because historically that is not what they call themselves. Now you'll see in Peter's epistle, 1 Peter, where he takes that title and applies it to himself as a Christian. You'll see Agrippa speak to Paul and say that you've almost convinced me to be a Christian. But notice, Paul did not use the word. Agrippa did, because that's how they viewed those followers of Yeshua. Paul understood that. He accepted the title and gave a response. Notice, he didn't call himself a Christian. That's not what he called in that dialogue with King Agrippa, but he accepted the title. Peter also mentioned the term Christian. And you'll see Paul also to say the same thing as a Christian. The key thing is they did not entitle themselves that. They were called that. They accepted the title because that's how they were labeled, and they pushed it forward. So that's why I don't call myself a Christian, because historically, those Jews who were Messianic did not call themselves Christian. That's why I asked. All right. So hopefully that gives some insight into that question you had asked. All right. All praises. All praises. Yo, shoot me that link. Let me take a look at it. All right. Let's see. Let me see. What else is going on in here? I agree. I agree. Yeah, but check out that post. Y'all check out that post. Go comment on that post. Let me know your thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I took time to put it together and it really expresses what KHM is trying to do now. Now, again, I've been sowing the seeds for this for some time. I just took some time last year when there was a transition in regards to my workload to say, okay, now I got to turn this into an actual blueprint that can be replicated anywhere, right? That's based off of Torah principles. Every chapter launch we've done, I went into detail about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't call it the CSRM at that time. That came last year, but it was the same thing. I just didn't title it anything. You know what I'm saying? So now I gave it a title, the blueprint, and then now I infused it with everything that's necessary for it to be successful anywhere, right? So this is how you pay homage to the ancestors prior to you. I don't, again, there's things that they didn't know. I can't get mad at them for stuff that they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't know. You know what I mean? Every generation gets wiser. They just didn't know. But the fact that we know now, more is required from us. Much known, much required. Right? Um, we are the Nazarene. Acts 24:5. We have found this man to be a troublemaker, stirring up riots among the Jews all over the world. He is a ringleader of the Nazarene sect. Then you have the people of the way. Then you have the Heavianites. Yes. Shout out to Kazakh in the building. Shalom. What's going on? Shout out to First Enoch. Thank you for that. Sharing that. Appreciate that. Can you give us your take on Ezekiel 38? Is this before the tabernacle of David is revived? Man, you're giving me some serious work, man. I got less than 20 minutes. I gotta be out. I'm leaving about 8 o'clock. I could go into that, but let's save that for Freestyle Friday. Right now, I'm just giving you quick quibs, in response to some of your questions. I just want to let you know, Baltimore, I'm in the building. Meet us or beat us there. Descriptions below. Meet us at the Green Turtle, in Owning Mills, Maryland, in the next 45 minutes. If you can be there, meet me there. Let me know what's up. Let's tap in. Let's chat. Meet some new people who are local to the Maryland area. But I'm in the building, just to let you know, I'm in Baltimore right now. I'm in North Baltimore right now. All right, let me see. The first Christians from ancient Rome follow Serapis, not Jesus. Yeah, there was a Serapis cult that was in ancient Rome. Yes, that's well known. And when you said the first Christians, not sure how you're defining Christians in that sense. When you said the first Christians, not sure what you mean by that. Let me know what you mean by that. But yes, there was a Serapis cult that was in ancient Rome. I mean, that's well known. It was more than just a Serapis cult. Rome had plenty of cults to various deities, whether they were uh, syncretic deities or whether they were deities that derived from the Greco era, or whether they were new deities that arose during the reign of the monarchy of ancient Rome. So yeah. How do you define idolatry biblically? And under that definition, would pagan holidays fall into idolatry? Pagan holidays in themselves are not idolatrous. However, the items that people or objects of veneration, that's the key word. The objects of veneration will unknowingly lead you to idolatry, right? Because there are objects of veneration that are used for secular holidays. So when I say secular holidays, I'm talking about things like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, and the like. Those are some examples of secular holidays that all contain objects of veneration. If you have that object of veneration in your home And behind that object of veneration, you don't know the provenance of why that particular object is used for that particular holiday, and you have that item in your house. And in ancient times, it was used for the worship of other deities, representation of things outside the Judeo-Christian paradigm, etc. Then you are inadvertently setting up an idol within your home. You are inadvertently doing it. So I want to say the holiday itself is because you can set up part of the holiday and have that. For example, there's a lot of y'all out there that have an object of veneration that caters towards the Most High and have created a man-made holiday with that object as it pertains to the Most High. Hanukkah, as you know, there's a lot of y'all that celebrate Hanukkah. I don't celebrate it per se, but if you do, then that's fine. That's a man-made holiday that the Jews created. And they have the menorah, modified menorah, as the object of veneration. And you'll see that. So what I'm saying is that in itself bad because it's a man-made holiday and have an object of veneration? No, because it's towards Yah. But the other items that you use in your home, those of you who keep the secular holidays, they're not object of veneration in remembrance of Yah or things that pertain to his people, things that pertain to his will, etc. It has nothing to do with that. So you're dealing with something completely different. So that would be my answer to that. All right. All right. Shout out to Jay Lockhart 25 in the building. Shalom. Yeah, I see all these questions. Mac, what's going on, brother? Yeah, so remember, I typically go, so when it's a question like this, that's going to require a little bit more time for me to kind of break down with y'all. Save that for a Freestyle Friday. This session, again, is letting y'all know Baltimore, I'm in the building. Maryland, I'm in the building. If you can meet us at the Green Turtle in the description below, it's a sports bar. Meet us there because I know they close at 1 a.m. I mean, I can stay for as long as I need to stay, right? And just come back and get some sleep and go to work tomorrow. But come out, stay as long as you can. I'm probably going to be there for maybe about 2 or 3 hours. Let's chat. Let's get to know each other. Again, Baltimore, I'm in the building. Where are you at? Baltimore, I made a whole post letting y'all I was going to be in the building. Where y'all at? Come on, man. Come on, man. It was a pop-up, right? I got this assignment last minute. So it's not like I knew a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance. I knew 2 days, which was, let me see, before I left. So I left on Friday to come out here. I found out Tuesday or Wednesday. I was like, oh, okay. And then I had to make sure everything was booked. And that didn't get done to Wednesday, I think. And then Thursday, I made the post, I believe. I believe I made it on Thursday. Let y'all know that I would be in Baltimore. So some of y'all did see the post. Some of y'all did hit me up. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have a Freestyle Friday because I was traveling. If we did have a Freestyle Friday, and actually, no, I left Sunday. I'm tripping. I left on Sunday, not Friday. Friday, I think I made the post Thursday or Friday, I think. I left on Sunday. But I was preparing up until Friday, right before the Sabbath, to make sure that, my flight was good, my lodging was good and all of that, with the company that was third party that was booking it and everything before I made a post. But I made a post. I think I let you know on Friday. It was Thursday or Friday, I believe. I said I was going to be in Baltimore and Bmore, and I'm here in Bmore. So if y'all can make it out, I know it's a work night. Some of y'all got to go to work the next day. Again, you don't got to stay too long. Some of y'all may be a little bit too far away to be there in time. I totally understand, no problem. But if you can make it to Bmore, if you're in Bmore and you can make it out, look forward to meeting y'all. All right. Okay. Yo, would love to see you, my brother. Would have loved to see you if you could have made it, man. I know a lot of y'all from our Maryland sect are south of Baltimore, so you're not in the immediate Baltimore area. There are some of us, when I say some of KHM, that's in the Baltimore area, but a lot of those who are in Maryland is south of Baltimore. Like I think most of y'all are north of DC and south of Baltimore. They're like in between. So I'm not sure how far away you may be getting to this location, but we'll be there for at least 2 hours. So that's up until what, like 10 p.m., a little after 10 p.m. So if you can make it there, great. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to stay too long. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got to buy food. You just come and chat with us and we can share some spiritual food. You know what I'm saying? So all praise to the Most High. All right. But yeah, we'd love to see you, my brother. Again, I don't know. They were supposed to book me in Philly, but they wound up changing my assignment to Baltimore. But they were supposed to book me in Philly, but they changed my assignment to Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at right now. I would have been in Philly, but I'm in Baltimore. So I don't know. This is like a side gig that I do. So it's not like my main IT role, but it's a side gig that I do. It's evenings and overnights. Well, evenings and overnights. And it's usually out of town somewhere across the US. You know what I'm saying? I've traveled to, I think, like 6 locations already with this particular company that I'm contracting with. So I could be anywhere in the US within the next couple of months. Try not to take too many of the assignments back to back. Next one will probably be a month from now if something is available. But I have no clue in advance what city I might end up in. Right? I have no clue. You know what I'm saying? So I try to let y'all know once everything's finalized, but it can be anywhere in the US. So I realize that there's people that watch this channel everywhere in the US. Why? Because we get emails from them. I get messages from them. I see people on here, like all over across the US. So wherever I'm going to be stationed at the next time, whatever the next assignment is, I'll try to let y'all know as much in advance as possible. And hopefully it could be over a weekend. Again, I flew in on Sunday, so I didn't really have the weekend. I prefer the weekend, is that way it's easier for people to meet up. But during the week, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, shalom, my people. Shalom. This is Ira Emmons. Shalom, Apothecary Custom in the building. Shalom. Hey, Devon, who do you believe is sitting on the throne in Revelation 21:5? I believe that's a Freestyle Friday question. So make sure you're here on Friday and we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You can ask me those questions. No problem answering it. I can do it now. I just don't have a lot of time. Right? I'm shutting off in about 10, 12 minutes and I'm out of here. But good question. Same thing to also Matt. First Enoch, Google, the worshipers of Seraphites here are called Christians, and those who are devoted to the god Serapis, I find, call themselves bishops of Christ, comes from Emperor Hadrian in 134 AD. That is called syncretism. Look up the word syncretism. I'll spell it in the chat. Now, again, this is a quote from Emperor Hadrian in 134 AD, right? What is the context? Not just the quote. What is the entire context of that chapter? So when you read the context, you'll see it's dealing with syncretism. That is what he's addressing when he's saying this. So go and look up syncretism and type that in with Serapis, Christians, and Emperor Hadrian, and you'll see exactly what he's referring to. In the New Testament, the word Serapis is not there in the New Testament. None of the Jews who follow Yeshua call themselves the followers and worshipers of Serapis. They are not doing that. When Emperor Hadrian is saying this in 134 AD, over 100 years has passed since Yeshua died. And they're trying to understand these Christians. All right. And they're conflating stuff. Syncretism is happening. A bunch of stuff has happened historically by the time you get to the 2nd century CE, in which this is mentioned. So we have to put these things within their historical context. All right. Okay. All right. All right, family. Anything else y'all want to share? Be more. I'm in the building. Be more. I am in the building. Hey, what I did want to share with y'all is I've been to Be More it's like stripping. I've been to Be More about 5 times now. Since I was in the truth, I've been to Be More 3 times since I've been in the truth. So what I do want to show y'all is this, just so I can take a trip down memory lane. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all how long we've been putting in this work. Let's see if I can find it. Do want to share this. I got about 7 minutes. I could play this. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat, and I'll go ahead and answer them for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you. Hold on, let me see how many of y'all were my day ones and remember this. Let me go ahead and play that. Been putting in this work. All praise to the Most High. Hey, I want to say thank you for sharing that. RNT 2564. I don't know what Needs Cafe is. But this information is really good. I wish I would have known that in advance. That would have been extremely helpful. But next time in B-More, if I'm on assignment in B-More, I'll definitely keep that in mind. But I will be in Waynesboro, Virginia tomorrow. Again, I've never been to Waynesboro, Virginia before. I know nothing about that place. I don't even know if there's anybody that's near Waynesboro, Virginia. But if you're in Waynesboro, Virginia, I'll be there tomorrow as well. Right. So let me know if y'all in the building. We could do a meetup in Waynesboro, but I highly doubt I know anybody personally or ministry wise that's in Waynesboro, Virginia. Never been there before. It'll be my first time heading out there. So I'll be there tomorrow. All right. But yes, thank you for letting me know that. I'll definitely keep that in mind. So They Not Like Us 82. Let me know on Friday. That same question. Make sure you're in the building on Friday when we go live. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when we go live, and we can chat about that. You can share those questions on Friday. All right. Just want to show y'all this in case some of y'all may have never seen that if you're new to this channel within the past couple of years. But those who've been around since 2015 to this channel, this is a throwback. Now you may ask, Black News 404. Yeah, that was a whole channel that I started out here in Atlanta. Oh yeah. Yeah. This was our first production. It was really it's like similar to like Sonetta TV, but like an Atlanta version that is without the controversy and my personal input. So that's what's skewed and biased on Sonetta's channel. But when I started Black News 404 down here in Atlanta, it was a playoff of Black News from Sonetta, but it was much better. If you go, the channel's still up. You can still check it out. There's a couple of interviews on there. I privated a lot of videos, but I did this back in 2015. All right. Uh-oh, B-More. What's going on? This is 11 years ago. Uh-oh. That's crazy work.
How's everybody doing? I'm Constantine of Homage Ministries. I want to thank everybody for what you're about to see, for taking time out to sit and watch this. We're out here. We're right here. You see behind me, we have the Capitol building right here behind me. We have officers here with the Humvees, and all throughout this park right here, just across the four corners of the earth.
IUIC. Oh, this is throwback.
Now, are we literally in the four corners of the earth, or are we everywhere as Israelites?
A lot of people know me as Bones. Right now, we're making sure everything peaceful, everything is going equal.
You are African. We are in trouble. We have truly lost our identity.
But this same brother is, you said that you was a great friend. It's pretty good, right? Yes. Can you give us some?
I think the background music was like kind of overpowering. So you can't really hear a lot of dialogue. Apparently somebody that personally knew Freddie Gray, because that's who was killed by police brutality. And that's why I was out there, boots to the ground, put in work. He said he knew him. He was giving me some character witness about him, etc. So
feedback on Freddie Gray that people probably don't know about. Jared Jones. All right. I'm Divine Prospect. I'm putting them up with Ministries. Our organization is.
You come with solutions instead of the problem.
And West North Avenue, Pennsylvania. What armed forces are you guys part of?
I said, what armed forces are you guys part of? Yo, that interview was crazy, bro. I couldn't even play all of it because they was telling me some stuff. They was like, you ain't gonna put this on YouTube. I'm like, nah, I got you. And I did it. So mind you, this is a trailer for this documentary. I did the documentary. I didn't finish the last part of it, but I did most of it, and it was all on my own. I never released it, y'all. I never finished it. I never released it. This was so long ago.
And if you come with solutions instead of the problem.
North Avenue. All right, peace, family. We right on Pennsylvania Avenue and West North Avenue, and we about to get out here and kick it with the people for a little bit, see what's going on. Do you have any words for any of the leaders from the RBG community? You know what I'm saying? Black conscious community. You have any words for them? Because they're not touching down here, man. So
lead by example, man. Only thing I can say is lead by example. There's nothing else that I can say to a leader except do what you're supposed to do. If you practice what you preach, if this is what you're about, you got to be out here.
Oh, what the
Yo, don't do that. Yo, chill, y'all. Chill, y'all. Oh, come on, man. Yo, chill.
Yo, I gotta laugh at that because that was a really crazy situation, man. Shout out to TG, 9 Deuce in the building. What's going on? Get Wise, Shalom. Keaton Clayton Jr., Shalom. What's going on, yo? Yo, that was a crazy situation, yo. Crazy situation. We saw the police actively live. I got all this footage. Actually, in the act of police brutality. And the people, now mind you, I'm there as a journalist, you know what I'm saying, as an activist, but I'm there with the people. The people were going to go towards the police and back them off of this guy. And the police came towards like, yo, y'all not about to do that. And then the people got mad and started throwing bottles, throwing rocks at the police. Yo, I'm like, yo, chill, because I'm trying to film what's going on here? Like this actual live incident that's going on, and they wilded, yo. It was crazy. Maybe I should put that on Patreon, all that back footage. I think I'll throw it on Patreon if y'all interested. Sign up for the Patreon, www.patreon.com/Divine Prospect. Support the ministry, man, and go check out. I'll gotta scour and look for that, but I'll throw that on the Patreon. This is crazy situation, man. Crazy situation.
Chill! Come on, man. We can't even get this footage. Y'all gotta chill, man, so we can get this.
An emergency crisis. You think we've got nothing better to do with our day? We've been marching for the last 11 days. But I don't want you to think because of Marilyn Mosby's announcement, you've seen the end of us. We're going to keep on marching. We're going to keep lifting. We're going to keep praying. This is a movement led by young people. And I am committed to these young people that we're going to train and prepare them to run for office.
Yeah, so I just wanted to play a little clip because that's when I came to be more the first time after I started in this truth, which was in 2013. So I got there in 2015. And all these Black conscious leaders, I contacted all of them. I told them, meet me out there. I told Polite. I told Sarnetta. I told Shaka Amos. I told Sarah Sutton-Seti. I told all them dudes, hey, I'm about to go and protest with the people. I'm about to go and film what's going on out there. Meet me out there. Those are just 4 of the people I named because all y'all may know about them because I rubbed shoulders with them. But I contacted at least 12 or 13 of them. At least 6 or 7 of them were elders that be on Sarnetta's channel, that be on these other Black content. I contacted them. None of them wanted to meet me out there. None of them. And I was so disappointed in that community because, again, I was brand new to the community. I only started following that community since 2012. So from 2012 to 2015, for 3 years, I followed that community. And I went to all these people that I used to see in that community. The ones I used to go to their lectures, the ones I had dialogues with. And I told them to meet me on the ground, ground zero, boots to the ground with the Freddie Gray situation. None of them showed up. None of them showed up. Highly disappointed. But you know what? Wherever these incidents happen, you're going to find Israelites there. Oh, yeah, you definitely going to find Israelites there. And this is the history of our community that I'm proud of. Whenever something happens to our people, we go out there, we protest it, and we wake our people up. We seek the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And we try to enlighten them, let them know that there's a better solution than this protesting, than this marching to fix this situation. And now in 2026, Kingdom Harbinger Ministries has the covenant social reconstruction model that's going to be the capstone to resolving and mitigating societal ills that is adversely affecting the Black community. All praise to the Most High God. All right, y'all, I got to go. Let me go ahead and finish getting dressed and head out and meet y'all at the Green Turtle. If you're in Baltimore and the surrounding area, the location, the Addy is in the description below. Beat us there. Meet us there. We'll be there for a couple of hours, man. Look forward to seeing those of y'all who can make it out. If you can't, don't feel bad. I understand. It's last minute. It's a work night. I completely understand. I appreciate your support and your prayers. But those of you who can make it, be prepared to meet some new people, new faces. I love to talk and chat with y'all, hear what's going on in your city, talk about some spiritual stuff or whatever. Yeah, let's do the meet and greet. So look forward to meeting y'all there, seeing y'all there, beating some of y'all there at the Green Town in Onan Mills. All right. So thank you for bearing with me, family, because this is not the ideal setup and the type of quality I like to exude on from this channel. But this is the best that I could do. This makeshift setup is the best I could do given the circumstances. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you want to support the ministry, look in the description below. All the details are there. If there's anything that we can do to serve you better, email us at kingdomharbinger@gmail.com. And this Friday, you'll get a chance to win a silver scroll necklace pendant. Just tune in, and I'll explain to y'all how you can win this for free. I know a lot of y'all purchased this. We had like maybe 70 purchases of this. So all praises. I thank all of you who supported, not just this, also the keychain. We sold maybe 70 to 80 of them if I combine both of them. And I want to give this away for free. If anybody's interested, if you want to purchase one of these, the description is in the link below. Excuse me, the link is in the description below. You can grab one for yourself. But if you want to know the history behind this, I have a post on the post section of this YouTube channel. I also have that information on Patreon. I also have a live stream video where I talk about the Silver Scrolls of Katechinan. You can just type that in on this channel and look it up yourself. But I go into detail about it. Also, if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I made a post for it on those as well, giving the history behind it, why this replica is important, and why we should have one today. But that's another way you can support this ministry, and as well have a piece of history that our actual ancestors possessed, and that's called pre-exilic culture. And you'll learn more about that as you follow the channel if you're brand new. If you are brand new, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy this, hit the thumbs up, share this video, and meet me at the Green Turtle in Owings Mills in Baltimore, Maryland. Love you, family. Thank you for watching. See y'all soon. And make sure you're there this Friday. Tune in, and then I can answer more questions, all right? Love you, family. Peace and shalom.